Harper Audio presents All the Stars in the Heavens, a novel by Adriana Trigiani, performed by Blair Brown. Prologue. October 2000. A cold gust of wind sounded like a faraway train whistle as it blew through South Bend that morning. Winter had arrived early in Indiana, in the middle of October beneath a cloudless sky. There was proof of it everywhere. The mighty St. Joe River had frost on its banks as it twisted past St. Mary's College in hungry green torrents. Overhead, the sun was centered in the sky, like a yellow diamond on blue satin. The farm fields surrounding the school were flat and fallow, faded to a dull gold that would soon turn white with the first snow. A tall heap of corn husks burned in a nearby field. By the time the smoke reached St. Mary's, its scent was sweet. Roxanne Chetta hung her head out of a window in the art studio in Moreau Hall and took a slow final drag off her sunrise cigarette. As she exhaled, the smoke burst into small blue curls before disappearing into the cold air. She put the cigarette out on the windowsill, snapped the window shut, and shivered. She pulled the hot pink bandana out of her hair and retied it, anchoring her bounty of wild curls off her face so she could see. Roxanne stood back and squinted at her senior arts project, an ambitious painting, 12 feet high and 15 feet wide. She had painted it over the course of a year, stealing late nights alone in the studio between the janitor's final rounds and the first class of the morning, to make perfect what she knew could never be. At 21, she was a young artist, but she was a practical one. As the sun shifted in the skylight, the studio was drenched in color, a sort of woolly pink. Roxanne saw something new in the painting, or in this instance, something to refine. She patted the pockets of her overalls, searching for the palette knife. Sister Agnes Eugenia, around 80 years old, observed the art from the open door. She wore the traditional habit of the Order of St. Joseph, a billowing dark blue tunic with a wimple attached to a blue veil, and a silver crucifix around her neck. She placed her hands in the deep habit pockets. "What is it?" "It's a blizzard," Roxanne said as she found the knife in her back pocket. "I can see that, but where?" "Bellingham, Washington." Roxanne stepped close to the painting and, using the blade, followed an edge of a wide brushstroke, lifting off a thin layer, refining a line. She wiped the knife on her pant leg, leaving a white smear of paint. The painting, depicting the woods of Mount Baker in snow, was blanched and textured, speckled with painterly shadows of gray. The trees were layered in line, form, and depth, in shades of white from milk to chalk. Roxanne had painted diamond dust, snow that does not cling but blows through in a haze of glitter, with tiny pointillous dots of silver, barely discernible on the field of white. The painting was an expanse of stillness. There was a purity to the image, a grace, that comes when a place is rendered sacred upon discovery. "You're from the Northwest." "Nope, never been there," Roxanne admitted. "Then how do you know how to paint it?" "Well, that's the point. The how. The painting is an interpretation of a story I heard as a child, that I've been told is true, but to me it's just a dream. I tried to paint the past, if anybody can actually do that." "So you made it up." "I guess I really wanted to prove Einstein's theory that imagination is more important than knowledge." "Is it?" "I think so, don't you? You've never seen heaven, but you believe in it. And from the looks of your habit, you've staked your life on it." "You're blunt." "I'm from Brooklyn. Blunt was invented in Red Hook." "Yes, well, here at St. Mary's in 1962, when I was dean of students, that attitude would have put you in detention." "Thank God it's not 1962, Roxanne said, without taking her eyes off the...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?